Okay, so today I'm going to be reading out a list of books. Actually, it's not just books, it's also people and even a couple historical periods, I guess, that I plan on reading at some point or another. This doesn't include the books I got still on my fucking bookshelf. So here we go. Oh, I need a sniffle. How do I stop that? I just used the pause function on my phone. Maybe it worked. So, first, Lenin texts. That's Vladimir Lenin. I want to read various texts of his, including Imperialism, the highest stage of capitalism. I want to read Marx, Engels, Stalin, Trotsky, Leo Tolstoy, Mao, Chinese communist texts, Judith Butler, Mary Wollstonecraft, including Vindication of the Rights of Women, which I started reading for a uni essay, but it was too long to warrant it in the limited time frame I had. Socialism with Chinese Characteristics, A Guide for Foreigners, Adam Smith's The Wealth of Nations, Manifest Destiny, Simone de Beauvoir, Angela Davis, Farida D., Ain't I a Woman, Bell Hooks, Rousseau, such as The Social Contract, and Discourse on Inequality, and Discourse on the Arts and Sciences. I'm a big fan of, I guess, like more old-fashioned titles of kind of essays and journals and whatnot, such as Discourse on insert topic, or just this whole title is just topic, such as like nationalism, imperialism, capitalism, work, the beauty industry, police, right? Or you can just add one more word, on insert topic. So, on women's rights, on capitalism, on obsolescence, on new technology, and or like critique of blah blah blah. I kind of find that stuff cool because it almost is like you can be factual and give statistics and be historical and even use maths, but it's like you're doing it in this sort of broad style where you're just like giving this commentary on something, right? It's like the antithesis of what we have today on YouTube, right? Where it's like how to this or that, or has to be some more complex title. Even I guess in academia, there's more complex titles, and it's like something about it's just not as attractive as some of these sorts of titles that are more common in like older literature and older texts. Moving on. Diderot, Encyclopedia. Locke, that's John Locke. Olympe de Gouges, I definitely said that wrong, it's a French name. And that's a novel, no, a declaration that I did read. Declaration of the Rights of Woman and of the Female Citizen in 1791. So that's obviously the female version of Declaration of the Rights of Man of the Male Citizen, which was an official government declaration made in France at the beginning of the French Revolution, but neglected women, just as obviously the American Revolution neglected women. And so this is someone who was like a playwright who kind of made that. It's not official, right, if you want to call it that. Next, Charles Darwin. On the tendency of varieties to depart indefinitely from the original type, Alfred Wallace, 1858. So that's something that inspired Darwin's theory of evolution. So he posted that after Alfred Wallace did. David Ricardo, An Essay on Prophets. David Hume, John Stuart Mill, Milton Friedman, Betty Friedan, such as their novel Beyond Gender, Hegel, Rosa Luxemburg, Jane Austen, Oscar Wilde, Freud, Mary Shelley, who wrote Frankenstein, also the daughter, I believe, of Mary Wollstonecraft, Frantz Fanon, specifically text The Wretched of the Earth, the Bible, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, which is a significant Hindu text, A Non-Euclidean View of California as a Cold Place to Be by Ursula K. Le Guin, which I've read some of. I'll continue. The Jakarta Method, Nadezhda Krupskaya, Alexandra Kollontai, Revolving Prostitutes, The Fight for Sex Workers' Rights, Sylvia Federici, Assata Shakur, Other Texts by Ursula K. Le Guin, The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. Now this is more periods, like a period. The Red Scare, the Cold War, Stalin's Russia, the Soviet Union until dissolution, which is like in 1990 or something. I don't know. I haven't looked at it. Cuba, Venezuela, China, North Korea, Chile. Those countries I listed, I want to look at them because if one is to explore socialism over the last 150 years, it's interesting to look at those countries, not because they're socialist or have been socialist or whatever. It's just good to explore them. And finally, Hugh Black. Now, when I was in Canada, which was like 9 months ago or something, 8 months ago, I don't know. I went to their main library. I was in Vancouver. I went to their main library, and it was like so kind of messy, you know. There were so many books, and I thought it was really awesome, you know. And it was either there, or actually it might have been the other central library. They had a central library, and then they had like this other one that was just like had so many reviews and whatever. And I went there. I can't remember which one I got this from, but it was this kind of old design book from 1903 called simply Work. See, just one word, Work, by Hugh Black. It was a beautiful book. And it's just his commentary on work, and it was very interesting. And he's other pieces like that, so I want to read his other ones. Okay, that's pretty much all I wanted to do. So this is what I plan to read and whatnot, and how long is this going to take? I don't freaking know. But